6:40 in the morning and already the temperature on the island is approaching 80 degrees.
Is that sharp? Bloody hell. It is sharp. Oh my God, he's looking at me.
Yeah, his eyes are moving.
Look at me.
Well, these look fierce and they're small.
They do.
They?
My God, imagine meeting a big one of them. This is dinner.
Short Steve. Nice and meaty.
That's great, that.
He's got a lot of strength in
Well, what about getting this? Oh my God. We don't want him to eat the other fish.
Right, hold him here. Hold him here. Where I've got him. Really hard.
Right.
If I have to choose somebody, it will be not because of their attitude, as I always thought I'd vote someone off for, but because we need a strong team for future challenges. Personally, Uzma, even though she's so strong in herself, I think as the team is, she is the weakest person. But she's such a very special lady and she's such an integral part of the team, it's going to be very hard to lose her.
It's going to make me feel a lot better.
Oh my God!
Morale today is a bit dipped. People are sort of... We're not happy about voting anyone off, although that I think most of the people have chosen someone they want to vote off. They're not happy about having to do it because we're not voting her off because we dislike her. It's just that out of the 8 of us, she's the one that's maybe annoyed 1 or 2 of us.
I was thinking about voting for Jane, but I think JJ is certainly, she's far too overpowering for me.
I mean, personally, just because she's a lovely girl, Uzma, but she has been quite sick on 2 occasions. And I think if that happens on an immunity day, that could really affect things. And really, I'm going to see what happens on the walk as to how I vote. If Uzma's strong on the walk, then I might vote for JJ. So I'll make my final decision at Tribal Council when we get there.
What do you think's going to happen tonight, then?
Oh, it's another tough decision, I tell you, because I had a chat with Adrian and Charlotte yesterday, more Charlotte, and Charlotte's telling me that she thinks JJ hates her guts. I can tell you 3 of them are definitely going to vote for her.
Really?
Yeah.
What, 3 of the girls?
Uzma, Charlotte and Adrian.
What, tonight?
They're going to vote for her tonight.
Tonight? Yeah. I think JJ is a potential winner. I think JJ could do really well.
The only way JJ is going to be a winner is if either Charlotte, Adrian or Uzma gets voted off, because they will vote her off. They don't like her. I tell you, if you start analysing Uzma, she's a lovely girl, but I think she's quite lazy.
I do too.
Around the camp, I think she's quite lazy.
Do you know what the phrase that always comes to mind when I think of Uzma?
What?
She will hate for saying this, but it's Uzma, can you just pass me this? Can you just do that?
Yeah.
And 9 times out of 10, I think, well, yes, I could.
Yeah.
But couldn't you do it yourself?
We ought to store the blood in
It is, we've had some lovely. That's come out nice and clean.
Well, that's all it's the bloody food. Yeah. Surely that can't all be rubbish.
I think I'll just sit over here another time. That's definitely flesh though,
I'm just thinking breakfast.
I'm thinking breakfast, lunch and dinner.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I don't actually like fish, but the only fish I like is tuna and salmon. All the others I absolutely despise, so trying to eat it's pretty difficult, let alone when I've watched him gut it as well. That makes me feel ill.
This is extremely welcome. We're very hungry. And I don't know if it's
look at that.
As ever, the tribe walking to tribal council must carry all their belongings with them, since they never know which of them will be voted off the island until the votes are counted. Welcome, Helang, to your first tribal council. Would you take your torches, please? take your torches and gather around the fire. Could you dip your torches into the tribal fire and light them? Replace them on the stands and take your seats at the tribal council. We begin your first tribal council with this ritual because, as you know, fire represents your life on this island, your identity here at tribal council. Unfortunately, for one of you, your flame will have to be extinguished tonight. One of you will be the first from the tribe to be voted off the island. But before we vote, Simon, how tough will it be for you to vote tonight? Has the tribe made up its mind? Has it discussed who's going to be voted off tonight?
I wouldn't deny that the discussions haven't taken place to get a feel of what everybody is thinking. But I would imagine we're still, even up to now, making decisions and turning things over in our mind. And it might not be until we're actually stood up there that you know, the final decisions in our minds are actually made.
Andy, whose loss do you believe would most damage the tribe?
That's a very difficult question to answer, and one that I'm very reluctant to answer as well. However, if you really twisted my arm up my back, I think James would be the person that we'd miss the most.
Right, what I'd like you to do now is to vote. Simon, would you vote first, please? I'll count the votes. Right, the result is a draw between Uzma and JJ. Could the other 6 please go away, discuss it, and make a decision? Right, have you made a decision?
Yeah. Yes.
Simon, will you vote again, please?
A far from personal decision, but looking at what's best for the whole tribe, I'm afraid I'm going to have to stick with this decision.
Just because I think it'll be even worse now, the way it's been split. If she comes back.
First of all, thank you for taking time to consider again. 6 of you have voted. I will count the votes. JJ. Uzma. JJ. Uzma. JJ. JJ. JJ, could you fetch your torch and bring it to the stand, please? JJ, you know that fire represents your life. I'm afraid for you, your life has ended on this island. Could you extinguish your flame, please? The tribe has spoken, JJ. You have to go.
I'd just like to say I know exactly who voted against me.
Clearly that was a very difficult decision for all of you. Perhaps the decisions will get easier in the future, or maybe not. But you survived your first tribal council. Could you take your torches, return to your camp, and I'll see you tomorrow.
You have to have discipline within a campsite to survive. We nearly lost a machete, I don't know how many times. We've already lost a knife. The place is dirty, the place is untidy. And in my personal view, that is not going to make you survive. So it'll be very interesting to see what happens from now on.
I'm doing this because I feel it's best for the team spirit, but it's nothing personal.
2 days ago, Charlotte told me that I was going to get the million, which is hypocritical to say the least. She's the fluffiest, most useless person in the team.
She's nice, but just too bossy.
Uzma said to me today, "You are the nicest person that I know," which is strange considering she voted me out. But that's maybe because I think they thought that I was a threat.
I've been persuaded to change my decision.
Tomorrow night, hear JJ's story in her own words. How did she cope with everything the island had to throw at her? And who from her own tribe did she feel stood in her way? Did her attempt at leadership backfire?
Does anybody know where this is? Does anybody... We should know where...
And what does she really think led to her extinguishing her flame? And next time on Survivor, fresh challenges await the remaining 14 survivors above and below the water, as every day they adapt to the island and its inhabitants as best they can. Whatever dangers may lurk in the depths are insignificant compared with what they will face at Tribal Council.